Hello everyone, welcome to MHG TV. I'm Catherine Anaya, your host, and I'm here with Kevin Craig of S4 Group Real Estate in this My 411. We are talking about how to make a good first impression. Tell me about that.
You know, you only have one chance to make a good first impression, right? And a lot of folks don't understand how critical that is. You don't get a redo. And, you know, there's a university study that I read that said that when a man walks into a room, a woman will basically give him 6 seconds and size up that person to decide if they want to know anything more about that person. And I'm not talking about in a relationship type way, but just are they interested in knowing anything more about that person? And in those 6 seconds, there's some very key things that women typically look for in men. And the number one is self-confidence. They look to see if a person looks like they're self-confident before they're interested in having any further discussion with them about anything, whether it's business or anything else. They also look at typical things like grooming, shoes. Women like shoes. They notice shoes on men too, but men don't always think that way because we're not into shoes the same way women are into shoes.
I also noticed your socks, by the way.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And another thing that's kind of interesting is you think about the 6 seconds as being somewhat shallow, that women only give men 6 seconds. We only give women 3 seconds.
Oh,
so when a
ouch.
woman walks into a room, they are sized up by a man within 3 seconds. And the number one thing that we're looking for is whether or not the woman seems to be approachable. If they are not approachable, then pretty much they're disqualified and there's not a lot of interaction that goes on, and nobody's really interested in knowing anything more about them because they've sort of disqualified themselves as not looking approachable. So when you're going into an appointment to meet with somebody, these are some of the things that you'd want to think about. If you're a male and you're walking in and you're being sized up by a female, you want to be able to keep in mind that they're paying attention to your grooming, they're paying attention to your confidence level. Some of the agents that don't do real well in real estate, they don't do well because they don't instill any level of confidence in the consumer that they can actually get the transaction done. That's huge. And when it comes to a woman, somebody would want to make sure that she's approachable, that they're going to be able to work with her, that they're going to be more on a human level to be able to have interaction that way. And
so it all boils down to perception is 99% reality.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great advice and awesome socks and shoes, I should mention. Thank you. Kevin Craig with S4 Group Real Estate. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time right here on MHG TV.